Hi, it's Karen here. Thank you for joining me. Today I thought we would paint this really fun little watercolour. It's a flamingo study. I did a watercolour workshop this week, and we were looking at not just white space, but we were looking at not painting everything. We were being quite selective and intuitive and just letting the paint move about. So I thought you might find this fun to paint too. So this is what we're going to be painting. I'll just bring it up to the camera. So that's what we're going to be painting. So let's get started. I hope you've had a good week. It's been hot again this week. ever so hot, but hey, we're surviving, only just, but we are. And I hope you guys are all doing well. So I'm going to be using my size 4 round brush and A6 size watercolor paper. Okay, now what I'm doing is I'm doing just a generic shape of the head. Okay, and now I think I've got my right, no, I haven't got my right paints with, oh, excuse me ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, didn't have me right paints that I want to use, and I'm just literally going to put an arc shape in, just literally an arc shape, and then I'm going into cadmium, all wet on wet we're doing, and we're just putting these lovely colours down. Now don't think you can get it wrong, because you can't. This is just about exploring, and a nice arc, and then we just bring that shape down. Okay, lots of water, well, not lots of water, but keep it nice and fluid and moving. We want them to move with each other, so that'll be good. And of course, none of your paintings are going to be the same. You know, you could do the same study, but it would just be different. So we're just blocking this gorgeous watercolor paint down. If you want to bring that out a little bit more, I think they're quite noble birds, really, the flamingo. It was one of the ladies' suggestion that we painted flamingos. I can honestly say I have no experience of painting flamingos, so it was a nice challenge for me too. So yeah, just block that in. It's really nice with a bold coloured bird like this, because you can you know, you can just push the boundaries, really. I'm just going to take that out. Don't forget, if you don't like what you've put down, then suck the paint up. But you know, do have fun with your paints. Do drop in. This is cerise. And I'm just going to drop in just to see what kind of blooms we get from the watercolor and the water. You know, we might get some interesting real expressionistic movement from the paint. Okay, now for the beak, they have that arced beak, don't they? So I this is kind of like a soft lilac colour. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of pink to that because I want it more on the side of pink. So I'm just bringing and then just giving it that distinctive tilt on the edge. And again, I'm just bringing it down. Okay. Because it's quite flat, isn't it, on the bottom of their bill. But we just want the essence, the suggestion of it. We don't want it to be atomically correct because this is a watercolour and we're being expressive. So now I'm going to go into I'm using my size 4 Japanese watercolour brush, and I'm going into indigo blue. Now I am just gonna put this just at the bottom. Now I'm happy for that to splay and to run into each other. I am absolutely happy with that. I had no problem at all. So let's just gently. You can always drop in a little bit more paint if you want to. Okay, so we've got the bones, so to speak. We've got the essence of the bird now. So what I'd like to do is I would just like to mix up just with the tip of my brush, and I would just like to just there in the corner take the excess off, and I'm just gonna flick just to a nod. Okay, it doesn't have to be fantastically you don't have to go all round it, just elements of your bird, just to give it a bit of feather, or if you'd rather leave as is, do that. I'm going to take that bit out because that's just, I don't think it needs it there, to be perfectly frank. Now I'm making sure that my brush is quite damp, but it holds its shape. And then I'm just very carefully picking up the tip, and just with the tip just get a little bit of paint, and I just want to do this yeah, just want to do this line here. Just do it the best line you can. Don't worry about thinking, oh, I do short strokes. Try not to do that. Try to give it one stroke, because it'll look better in the long run. I'm tempted to go over that again, but I'm not, because I know that I will go over and it'll be all wibbly, and I will have wished that I hadn't. I'm just going to take that up just a touch there. Okay, now that the bill of your flamingo can creep up as much as it wants to, that's absolutely fine. But what we're going to do now is we're going to go into our cadmium orange, and we're going to get the most creamiest amount of paint we can, really nice and creamy, and then we're just going to pop the eye in. Okay, just a nice eye. If you think, oh, that's too much, then you can just you can diffuse it a little bit and take it out. That's absolutely fine. we just need to let that dry a touch, but I would urge you to let yours dry, but then with your paintbrush would be better is we're just going to put the bird's eye in, because they have those really odd looking eyes, don't they? Their eyes are the same colour as their feathers, which is quite disconcerting. Beautiful. And then just go round, not completely around, but just go around part of the bird's eye, and that's it. That's it. You can splatter if you want to. I've decided not to on this, because I think sometimes you don't need to splatter everything. But yeah, there we have it. There's our flamingo. So it's really quite runny, so I'm just going to set that aside and bring the other one back. But yeah, that's let me put it further up to the camera so you can see. Okay, and there's the bird's eye. This is the one I painted on because it dried, so I could use the paint, but I just used the brush on the other one. I think what I will do is comparison. That one looks a bit, he looks a bit flat-headed, doesn't he? Whoops. I think what I'll do is oh, it looks like a chicken now. This is what I was urging you not to do. Don't fiddle, please don't fiddle. But I just hadn't got the angle completely right. But this is the beauty with watercolour, because you can go in, and then you can go in at a later when it's dry, and you can put your feathery marks in, which are lovely. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of okay. Well, I hope that's better. But nice and free, nice and loose. So there we have it. I'll just show you up to the camera. I don't suppose you can see, really all getting water everywhere, watercolour paint everywhere. So there we go. Our little nod to the flamingos and the hot summers. So take care. Hope to see you again soon. Bye for now. Bye.